Come on, baby, pick now, walk it by yourself. Walk it by
And about 2 years ago, our Tracy High friends came to us to make our own version of the Tracy Bulldog Club. And now, starting from 15 members, it's now 240, which is definitely the biggest club here.
Okay, so our aim here today is just, we're only a few years older than you guys. We know how difficult it can be to be in middle school and just how difficult the transition from middle school to high school can be. So we're just here to hopefully make that transition easier for you guys.
We just want to be here to support every single one of you and to show you that you're all equal.
Okay, and we also want to welcome our students from West High who are joining us today. And now that you guys know a little bit more about our club, we're going to start off with a little video that we were featured in for CBS News.
Is battling cyberbullying in a unique way.
I think the problem is social media and kids thinking they can just say whatever they want.
The project started a few years ago at Tracy High School, and students use a unique partnership to crack down on bullies in their community.
New tonight, CBS 13's Kelly Ryan gives us a look inside this community effort.
It's called the Bulldog Project, and it's being recognized across the state for taking a stand against bullying.
We're always on the lookout and we try to stop bullying as much as we can.
Tracy High School senior Lauren Perry is a member of an on-campus club that's taking a public stand, getting rid of all forms of bullying.
When we see something, our members of our club, we text our group message and we try to, get that page down if so many people report them.
These days, a big part of bullying takes place in cyberspace.
I think the problem is social media and kids thinking they can just say whatever they want and it won't affect the other person.
The Bulldog Project was started 2 years ago and has already been recognized with awards and a special invitation to the state capitol.
It was a great honor to be there. We were just being recognized for our accomplishments.
The club entered into a unique partnership with Tracy Crime Stoppers, allowing kids to report bullying without fear of retaliation.
As part of Crime Stoppers, you can report anonymously about anything. So that was a part of the club that we incorporated. So if you're too scared to report or you don't know how to report, you can use the Crime Stoppers tip number.
Tracy High School administrators say the club has helped them to identify cases of bullying early on.
The kids coming in and letting us know. I do see a spike in that, an increase, which is great because then we can try to go in and head it off at the pass.
And school officials are quick to recognize the club members' ability to reach students peer-to-peer.
It's the students having the power to go out and make the difference and say, we're done. We're done with the bullying.
Bulldog Project members admit it's not always easy fighting against bullying, but say it's been rewarding seeing the difference they can really make.
And even if you just help someone else, just one person, it's better sticking up to that crowd and helping that one person than not at all.
Organizers are encouraging other schools to contact them so they can spread the Bulldog Project across the state.
And the Bulldog Project isn't just partnered with Tracy Crime Stoppers. The group also works with students speaking out and Entourage Events SF to put an end to bullying.
And now I want you guys to be ready for a skit on what to expect in high school.
It's my first day of high school and I don't know what to expect. I need help.
Hey, I can help you. What do you need help with?
I don't know. I'm just lost and I need to find out stuff.
We should be open to approach any
anyone, talk to anyone. Maybe you'll make new friends here. Here, come with me. I really want to play sports, but I'm not sure what sports I actually want to play. How many of you guys play sport? Okay, how many of you guys plan on playing a sport? Okay, well, playing a sport in middle school and high school is really important. It helps you with your essential leadership skills and team building skills. It also helps you how to manage your time. You should join.
Wow, that was very thankful. Thank you so much. I really want to join a club, but I'm not sure which clubs to join. Can you help me out with that?
Hey Sabrina, joining clubs in high school is such a great idea. When you join clubs, not only do you get more involved in school, but it opens you to new opportunities, new experiences, and to make new friends.
Wow, thank you so much. That was so helpful. Now, at my other school, I wasn't doing too great with my grades, but I feel like I can do a lot better here. Do you have any tips?
Well, you see, grades are really important because they open up a lot of opportunity for your future. And if you ever have trouble with your grades, just tell your teachers and they'll meet with you when they can, give you extra practice or tutoring. And if you ever want to know what your grades are and how you're doing, you can always check online on Aries.
That makes me feel so much better, but now I have all this information and I don't know what to do with it. I'm kind of stressed.
I can help you. Come with me. There are many resources at school that may help you. Hi, my name is Miss Singh. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Sabrina.
I'm the counselor here at Kimball High School, and we just wanted to let you know that whether you're stressed about academics or anything going on at home, you can come talk to your counselors at school. Or a teacher.
Or a psychologist. Wow, thank you guys so much.
Okay, what about you?
I learned that everyone can help you whenever it's your first day of school or something. There's a lot of people that can help you, including teachers, consuls, psychologists, and whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a lot of resources available to you at high school. And what we just wanted to show you guys in this skit is that you're not alone. Everyone can relate to the same problems as you and hopefully help you out. So next up, we're going to have Kara come up and talk to you guys about a girl named Audrey Potts.
So hi everyone, my name is Tawny. I'm a senior at Kimball High School and I'm the co-vice president of Jaguar Project. So before we get started, we just want to show you guys a little video about Audrey Pott. And for those of you who don't know, Audrey Pott was a student at Saratoga High School a couple years back, and unfortunately she had taken her own life. And it was as a result of bullying, and we're just going to show a video kind of about her life and what resulted from that.
Santa Clara County Sheriff's deputies arrived at Saratoga High School before noon today and arrested 2 teenage boys. A third teenager who used to go to Saratoga was also arrested at his new school in Gilroy. All of the 16-year-olds are accused of attacking Audrey Pott.
What happened to Audrey was tragic. It should never have happened. I hope that they're brought to justice.
Detectives say on September 2nd of last year, Audrey was at an unsupervised house party. She drank too much and passed out. That's when they say 3 fellow classmates took advantage.
She has no idea what occurred until she woke up the following morning and had some drawing on her body and some private areas.
The boys also took photos during the attack and not only showed them off at school, but also texted and posted them online. Audrey quickly found out and posted this on her Facebook page, quote, "They took pictures of me. My life is ruined. This is the worst day ever." The 15-year-old took her own life a few days later.
So what did you guys see in the video? Like, what happened to the girl? You and the picture.
A few people bullying this girl, and she thought it was the worst day of her life, and she wanted to suicide herself.
Yeah, good job. Thank you. So what happened in Saratoga had a ripple effect all across California. Little did these teenagers know that posted pictures of this girl would end up as this whole thing, and it eventually became a law. We eventually had Audrey's Law, which protects kids like us from having explicit photos and videos being posted online. And it just comes to show us that all of our decisions have major consequences, and a lot of the times we don't know the severity of them. We don't know how the other person's going to feel, and a lot of the times we don't take and consider what's going to happen to us in the long term. A lot of the boys who posted those pictures of Audrey ended up having to deal with a law and getting in trouble. And they didn't think that maybe she wouldn't be happy with it. She felt sad, and a lot of other people turned against her. She felt alone. And so this just shows us that we need to think about what we do and how other people will react. We have to remember before we say, oh, that doesn't look good. Well, maybe we can be honest, but we just have to make sure we say it in a nice way that won't make anyone feel hurt. Okay, going off of that now, we're going to have Jazzy come out and talk to you guys about cyberbullying.
My name is Jazzy Constantino. I'm a senior at Kimball. And basically, I just want to talk to you guys about cyberbullying because I know a lot of you guys have a phone already or have had a phone for a long time. So bullying has evolved into something else because nowadays we can go home and talk to each other on social media, which is amazing. It's cool to connect with people and share how you are as a person, but also it can be dangerous because you can be bullied, you can be made fun of for what you post. And I just want to tell the bullies out there who are cyberbullying is that it's not a cool thing to do. Nobody thinks you're cool because you're doing it. You know, nobody wants to come home from a long day of school, you know, dealing with the teachers, the hard work, and have to worry about people making fun of you. That's not something we should worry about. That's something that we should just leave in the past. So basically, I just want to talk to you guys about how if you think somebody might be weird or just don't agree with what they post, you can easily just unfollow them and you'll never have to worry about them again. So just keep that in mind, and next time you see somebody being cyberbullied, just speak up for them because you never know when that person might be you. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Emric, and I play football at Kimball, and I'm a senior. And basically today I'm going to share a personal story of mine about bullying and going through middle school and high school in the transition. In 6th grade, or in 5th grade, I moved to Tracy, and I was a new kid. I didn't know anybody, and I was not that tall, a short kid. You know, had a little turban, and usually everybody would pick on me, and I was the person that everybody wanted to just mess around with, push around, or anything. So basically, my surroundings, I used them as a staircase to go ahead and build confidence in myself. And what I did was I joined football. I did something extra for myself and just to build confidence and be someone that I am today, and it has helped me a lot. And yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Haley. I'm a senior at Kimball High, and I'm in leadership. I'm senior class president, and I'm a member of Jaguar project. And what I'm going to talk to you guys about is racism. So, can anyone raise their hand and tell me what you think racism is? How about you right here, the blue jacket? Yeah.
Someone making fun of someone else's race, or someone who's saying their race is better than the others.
Correct. That is, racism is when you use derogatory words or prejudice because you think your race or one race is better than another. But I feel like what we all miss, and even students my age and adults, is how we all can racist in ways you might not think you're being racist. Maybe some of the words we choose to use when we're talking about other different kinds of people, like when no matter any circumstance, I know we see things in pop culture, we hear things in music, like using the N-word is never appropriate. I'm sorry, you might hear, especially to your friends, some people might think it's okay, but it's not okay to everyone. You never know who's listening to you when you're saying things, or you might be talking about people's facial features that you know that is a part of one race. You have to understand that although your friends might think it's funny, you might think it's funny, even if you're talking about your own race, but other people might not. So my whole life, I've been told, because I'm Black, that everything is going to be harder for me, that people are going to try and hurt me, that I'm going to have to work 10 times harder than everyone else is. And one thing that we all have to keep in mind is that we want to say that, yeah, we're all the same. We want to say that, oh, I don't see color. I think that, we can't fix our problem if we don't admit that there is a problem. So saying that you don't see color isn't fixing that there are real people in the world who are hurt by racism every day. People don't get the jobs they want. People are ridiculed at their workplaces. People are ridiculed at school for the way that they wear their hair, for following their own religious practices. So I want to challenge all of you, and I know you might think you're young, but let's start now, and let's try and be more informed members of society, okay? I want everyone to, a lot of people use the excuse, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, let's take situations like that, and let's actually try and learn. And let's try and better ourselves so that we don't continue to hurt each other. America has a long-standing history with racism, and it feels like although we have made some huge jumps and we've progressed a lot, that we've kind of plateaued and things aren't really getting better, and we might think that people aren't getting hurt anymore, but people are. So I want you guys all now to think about what you're saying. I want you to really think about how what you say can affect other people. And the main thing, when you're at home, when you're online, when you're on the playground, if you hear someone say something, if you see something, say something. Tell an adult, tell a parent, go to your principal, whatever you have to do, but don't be a bystander. Try and actually make a difference, because you never know how much someone else might appreciate it.
Give it to me, I'm perfect.
I hope we all learned that we need to be aware of the things we can do or the things that can happen to us, because this is all real stuff and we need to take this all very seriously. And I just want to ask everybody now, who here has a phone? Just as a tip. Pay attention. Hey, everyone stop talking for a second. Now, I'm guessing almost all of you have social media as well, I'm guessing. So now I want to ready you guys all for Tani and her group to talk about apps and the responsibility that you need to use while using apps.
So raise your hand if you have Instagram specifically. Okay, of those of you who have Instagram, whose account is private? Okay, that's good. Instagram is basically, for those who don't know, it's a social media where you can share photos with your friends and family. But if you are public, then that means anyone can see what you post. That means people who you don't know. Instagram also has this feature where you can post your location, and when you post that with your pictures, people you don't know can also see it. So this can open the doors for people who you don't know and bad people to talk to you. So that also leads to direct messaging that's also on Instagram. Direct messaging is where someone can specifically text you personally. And they can basically do or say whatever they want. So if you get anything bad or something that's inappropriate, you should report it to an adult, a trusted adult, or a trusted friend who can go with you to an adult. If you have a public Instagram, then anyone can send it to you. If you have a private, then they have to allow it. If you're uncomfortable with that, then deny. I urge all of you guys to make your accounts private if you don't already.
Hi guys, I'm Victor. I'm a sophomore from Kimball High School. So, I'd like y'all to raise your hand if you have Snapchat. So that's a lot of us here. Alright, so that's a lot of us here who have Snapchat, and I'm pretty sure majority of us here post on our stories, like most times. So I'm here to talk about how you can be safe while on Snapchat. So as you know, on Snapchat, while you post on your stories, you can set your stories to custom or everyone can view. So I would encourage you guys to set your stories to custom or private, so just your friends on your Snapchat list can view your stories, because it's safer, because you never know who's going on the internet to look for people. You never know who's watching. You never even if you do know, you never know what their intentions are. So, and I'm also gonna talk to you about Snap Map, which is a new feature on Snapchat that lets you see where your friends are on Snapchat. So you can turn this off in your settings, and I want to encourage you guys to turn it off, because when your Snap Map is turned on, they can pretty much see where you specifically where you are and track it down to the point where you are, and it's not safe at all, because you never know who is viewing your story. You never know who has bad intentions for you. And we have a story of someone who had a friend on her Snapchat, and he texted her, and she thought, oh, since he's texting me, he probably knows me, he probably likes me or something. And it turns out she was in 7th grade and he was a grown man. But she didn't know. She thought he was in 7th grade because he lied that he was in 7th grade. And he was texting her things like, oh yeah, I think you're cute. Can I see your pictures? And then she sends him pictures and stuff. And then he's like, oh, okay, can I see some other kind of pictures? And then, I don't know what I'm talking about. And then she sends him pictures. And then he's like, oh, okay, my mom's a photographer, and she thinks you're beautiful, and she wants to make you a star. She thinks you're as beautiful as a model. So if you want to come over to my house, so my mom can take pictures of you. But in reality, that was not his true intentions. That's not what he actually planned to do. He could done anything he wants, because she's in 7th grade. She's very vulnerable, so she can fall for any trick he wants. So it's my partner to let you know more about Snapchat.
I'm also a sophomore at Kimball High School. Now with Snapchat, it allows the people that you let view your story know exactly where you are with you know, the geotags or geofilters. Now, for example, if I take a picture right now on my Snapchat, it will show my exact location. For example, I'm in Tracy right now. And if anybody gets to see that they see the Traina sign, they'll know that I'm on Traina in Tracy. And if someone sees it right away, they know exactly where I am. And what if someone that I don't know just happens to follow my Snapchat? Because with Snapchat, people can add you, but you don't have to add them back in order to block them from seeing your story. So that's why the setting for letting them not see your story is very important. Also, with what Victor said about this girl who was being messaged, if someone is harassing you or they're just saying stuff that you don't like, I urge you all to please screenshot that. And I know a lot of you guys think Snapchat's really safe because it tells you the notifications if someone screenshots your stuff, right? But have you guys ever thought about what if I have a phone and Victor decides to take a picture of the same Snapchat from his phone? It's not going to give you the notification. So whatever you put out there in the internet, please remember, it never leaves. Whatever's out there in the web or the internet, whatever you want to call it, it's always there, no matter how safe you think it is. And if someone is trying to talk to you and you don't know them, or they're saying stuff and they're bothering you, please screenshot that. It doesn't matter if they're going to confront you. Please save that. And I urge you all to please talk to a trusted adult, an authority figure, and if you're scared, just confide in your friend. Because I know we're all scared to talk to adults, right? Aren't you guys scared of talking? You think they're going to judge you, or they're going to tell you, oh, you shouldn't have done that? Yeah? But our first instinct is to talk to our best friend. Tell them, hey, this person's texting me. Hey, this boy's texting me. He thinks I'm cute. Like, what should I do? And if you are that friend, tell them, I'm going to come to a trusted adult. If you're too scared, I will come with you. I'm there for you. And I know that you think this will never happen to you, but it's happened to so many people out there, and you guys will never know. So I'm going to hand this mic over to Zaki, and he's going to talk to you guys about Twitter.
Hi guys, I'm Zaki. I'm a senior at Kimball, and I was also a Traina Tiger just like you guys. So, alright, so with Twitter, I know most of y'all are going to want Twitters when you're older, or maybe some of you already have Twitters, because you know, there's a lot of fun on there. There's sports talk, all these celebrities. But we have to be very careful because there's a lot of strangers out there, and they could be direct messaging us, which is DMs. So you want to be careful with DMs, where a lot of anyone can message you if your account is not on private. So you want to be careful with that stuff. And if you feel like a stranger starts DMing you and then random tweets and stuff, you always want to inform someone. You want to report someone and tell a trusted adult. And there's also a foundation called #ICanKnow. You can always reach out to them and ask them for help if you feel like you can't tell like a trusted parent or anyone adult. But always be careful. You want to be smart. You always want to talk to someone. You want to be smart about it. You want to just tell your friends, even if they could give you some advice, but you always want to like get it out there, because you could be out there risking your life. And then with Twitter, later on, if you guys ever get into trouble, because it's a very public app, you want to be very careful what you say on there, because later on, if you play sports, I know a lot of you guys are going to want to play sports in high school, but you have to realize that everyone, coaches and all these people are out there. It's a very public app. They could see your tweets. You may think, even if your account is on private, it's still out there. It's a tweet. It's just like a post, and it's out there. Anyone could screenshot it and send it out. There's been many cases where like students and many athletes have gotten caught by schools and their universities that they've committed to for sports, and they've gotten their scholarships taken away they've gotten in big trouble. So the next app is Kik, and I'm gonna send it over to my friend Justin to talk about it. system like iMessage, Facebook Messenger, or Instagram DMs or Twitter DMs. And this allows you to talk to your friends, but it also allows for other people to message you privately. And you can get a lot of people because of different various features that Kik offers, because all you need is really your name and an email to sign up for it. So you can't really completely identify who each person is, and that's why a lot of people will be using it to contact little kids or middle schoolers or high schoolers for soliciting pictures like Victor mentioned. And this is why you want to make sure that you don't want to accept requests from different people that you don't know, and only accept requests from people that you do know. And now I'm going to be sending it off to Tani to talk about Musical.ly.
Okay, so hi everyone. So the last app we're going to be talking about today is Musical.ly. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Musical.ly, and what it basically is it's just an app that allows you to kind of take short videos of yourself lip syncing to songs or dancing or doing pretty much anything like that. But the way that this app can become dangerous is because whether or not your account is on private or public, anybody can decide to private message you through this app. And we also have an example on the next slide here. And it shows an example of a student just like one of you guys who was messaged by a stranger that they didn't know. And they chose to reply, which is something that you should never choose to do if somebody that you don't know messages you. But as you can read here on the screen, the stranger asked the student if their mom could speak to them because they're a modeling agent and they would like to get some pictures of them and some headshots. So this student chose to reply, which was not the thing that I recommend that you guys do. And as a result, you can see here that the stranger asked them to send photos of themselves. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like this student here, I really strongly urge you guys to screenshot the message that you received and show a trusted adult. Or what you can do is like Tracy Crime Stoppers, which is something we're going to be talking about later, you can choose to anonymously report this to them. Because if a stranger's talking to you and they're asking you to send them photos, most likely it's not for the intention that you think it is. So I want you guys to all be very safe. And basically to conclude, on all these different apps, we're not telling you guys not to create social media accounts, because social media is a really good platform for you guys to express yourself and connect with other people. But what we are telling you guys to do is we want you to be safe on all these different platforms and use it responsibly. So what that means is basically just always making sure that if strangers try to contact you, to ignore it. And if people are bullying you, you know the different resources and people you can go to report it. So I strongly just really urge you guys to use social media safely and really make sure you guys are using it responsibly. Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, you guys. So, how many of you guys just were listening but not really listening? Raise your hands. I saw you with your heads down. I saw you kind of like dancing around. Yeah, I feel it. So, we actually have something that's going to be pretty exciting up next, and it's really fun, and we all get into the group with it. You guys get some amazing prizes. You guys get some contests going on. But you guys need to put in your job too. You guys need to listen. Who can tell me at least 4 of the social media that they just talked about? 4. If you don't know 4, you're not going to answer this question. Okay, let's see. How many of you guys know her? Raise your hand. Alright, let's get some from the back too. They're all other classes, right? Who can tell me 4? Alright, where are you from? So all of you guys should know what it is, okay? So let's see which one of them knows the most of what we were just saying, what we were just talking about. Who's paying attention? We're gonna start with you. Why don't you tell us one of them? Musical.ly. Musical.ly, that's right?
Snapchat.
Snapchat was that one?
Instagram.
Twitter.
Wait, did we talk about Facebook?
Did we talk about Facebook? Wow! Were we supposed to talk about Facebook? Is that something else? Okay, should we give a point to her? Alright. Let's see if he has another one for us.
Kik.
Aw, close your eyes. And I mean really close them, don't be like peeking, don't be I'm too cool for that. No, just close your eyes. Okay. With your eyes closed, I want everyone who has ever been bullied to raise their hand. Close your eyes. Okay, now open your eyes and keep your hands up.
Oh my God.
Can you see? Okay, I can tell that you guys are looking around at your friends, but look up here. Look at all the people at Kimball Jaguar Project. Look at the people up on the west. Everyone has their hand up. Guys, truly everyone at some point is probably going to get bullied, and that's why we're here, so we can fix that, so that no one has to be bullied ever again, because all you guys with their hands up, you all know how that feels.
Okay, everybody, I want you to do the same thing, close your eyes, and I want everybody to be 100% honest. Everybody close your eyes. Now this is including siblings, friends, anybody you can think of. Who here has been the bully? Whether it's just a little bit, a lot, just picking on someone a little bit.
This includes your parents too.
Little sisters, little brothers. Alright, everybody keep your hands up and open your eyes and look at who else did. Bullying is really no joke here. Like, anywhere you are, bullying's not right. And you may think, oh, it's just affecting one person. And it's really not. If you bully one little person, you affect everyone else. The people around him, her friends, his parents, family. Like, if you bully someone, you really think their parents aren't gonna trip around and care for their child? Like, when you bully someone, you affect everybody around them. And when she or he is in a bad mood, that puts everybody else in a bad mood as well.
Okay, so now that Dominic's has told you guys how many people it affects, who knows what these effects are? How many of you guys think that that person's going to get really depressed? Keep your hands up, because that can lead to them doing bad things. Okay, all you guys with your hands that aren't up, you guys are wrong, because these guys are right. If someone is sad because they're getting bullied, they're going to start to believe things that most likely aren't even true. If someone keeps telling you, man, you're a loser, you're never going to get anywhere in life, that's bullying, first of all. And second of all, if they start believing that, they could have been the huge company owner that, I don't know, some huge company like Facebook or some huge company like, I don't know, Max or something. And guess what? Now they're not going to because you just told them they're a loser and they're going to believe it. It could lead to drinking. It could lead to so many things. And we don't want to do that. Why would you want to do that to anyone? What if someone did that to your sibling? How many of you guys stuck up for a sibling? Or stuck up for a friend? Keep your hands up if that makes you feel good. Keep your hands up if you do it again. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to tell you guys a little bit about who to talk to. Because if you guys are getting bullied, guys, quiet down. We asked you guys to be serious, remember? You guys are kind of old kids now. You guys can be a little mature. So, do you guys know who to talk to? Yeah? How many of you guys know that in high school you have a school psychologist? We didn't even know that until we found out just a few weeks ago. So we're here to tell you guys about that. So I'm going to hand over the mic to Haley, who's going to tell you guys about who to look for and how to tell them.
Okay, guys. So, what did you guys learn from what Dominic and Erica just said? Can someone raise your hand and tell me? Okay. How about you right here?
That sometimes if you're mean to people, you can really hurt their feelings and you can make them cry.
Yeah, Okay, let's give him a round of applause. So we just want to let you guys know that now that you heard a little bit more about the different types of bullying and the effects of it, we want to give you guys some resources, whether you're seeing someone else who's being bullied or you're being bullied yourself. So the first resource is called the Yellow Ribbon Program, which is a suicide prevention program. A lot of the officers from Jaguar Project and as well as some of the kids from West High are trained in this program. So that's why we're here, to talk to you guys about this, and you guys can always approach us. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce Mayor Rickman, who's going to give you guys a little speech.
How's everybody doing? Good. Good to see everybody here. Good to see a good turnout. Again, I'm Mayor Rickman, Mayor Tracy. You're a mayor also. And I'm also, when I'm not being a mayor, I'm also a police officer around the Tracy area. But one of my greatest accomplishments, that I always look back on is, I was born and raised here in Tracy, graduated from, the Tracy High School, and when I graduated, we only had one high school. Kimball, when most of you are, I understand, are headed to Kimball after you graduate from here. Kimball is a great school, has great students, great leadership. If you look at the Jaguar Project, here's examples of the leaders here, not just in their school, but in the community. Now, one thing as mayor, what we try to do at the city is make Tracy an anti-bullying city, right? We don't tolerate bullying here. And we come to your school today to ask you for your help, because we can't stop it by ourselves. We need your help, right? If you look around, you guys are leaders. You guys are leaders in this school. When you graduate from here, you go to Kimball, you're going to be leaders there. And if you look around, the Jaguar Project students, when they leave, graduate, go to college, we hope that you'll step up and take over, right, and be that leader. Because what we're talking about today is, do the right thing. See something, say something. And you know what? We can say it up here all we want, but we know it's tough. It is tough when you see something to get involved and say something. But that is what leaders do. What makes Tracy such a great city is that we take care of each other. When we have a time of crisis, we come together. When we want to have fun, we come together. And if you look around you right now, your friends, your buddies here in this school will probably be your buddy for the rest of your life. My best friends that I hang around with, I knew since kindergarten. And I just talked to him before I got over here. And you don't want somebody bullying you, and you sure you don't want somebody bullying your buddy. So if you see something, say something. Say something to your students, or your teachers, your school administrators. Oh, hey, even me, I'm easy to get a hold of. You all know where City Hall is, right? Or look at and email me. But another thing also is Tracy is a city of 90,000 people. We are the second largest city in San Joaquin County. But we are one of the safest, not in San Joaquin County, but in the region. And the reason we are so safe is because we take care of each other. So all we're asking you here today, if you see something, say something, protect each other, continue to make this town great. And when you all go off to college or get a job, you come back here, and someday you guys will have kids, and it'll be a safe community for your kids. Again, thank you all very much. It's an honor to be here, and Traina is an excellent school, and I look forward to seeing you guys when you guys go to Kimball or some of you next year. All right, well, let me bring up Erica real quick. Where's Erica? Erica's our president of the Jaguar Project, and this is just one of the examples. She's a senior, she's leaving to college here next year, and we're going to need people come in and fill those spots. All right? Just want to say thank you, and thank you all the Jaguar students for all your excellent job you guys do. So again, thank you.
Today. Let's get a little bit of that. Hear people in the back. How you guys doing today?
So I also grew up in Tracy. I went to West High School. It was my West High folk. I went on to UCLA, where I was the political science valedictorian. Then I went to USC Law School, where I was a student body president. After that, I came back to the community where I grew up and ran for office and became one of the youngest elected officials in the history of the city. Through all of that time, I was always so young, and there was always so many people who told me, you don't know enough, you're not experienced enough, you don't know what you're talking about. So instead, I just held my chin up, worked hard, and proved them wrong every single time. And what I want you guys to know is that no matter your age, your voice matters. So when we say that we want you, when you see something, we want you to say something, is because each of you has power. Each of your guys' words are so important. Can you imagine if you were in a position like the people in Saratoga where Audrey Potts took her own life? If just one person would have used their words, used that power, Audrey Potts may be alive today. Every single one of you has that power. Every single one of you has a voice, and we are asking you that you need to stand up and use it. Now, in addition to being a school board trustee, I'm also the first ever neighborhood district attorney in the city of Tracy. Part of my job is to educate you guys. And one of the things we need to talk about and have a quick conversation about is, because we just talked about social media, is the distribution of nude photos among minors. So, this is really important, everybody. So among all of you in the red chairs, is any of you over the age of 18? No? If you are not over the age of 18, that makes you a minor. If someone walks into this very room with a pocket full of cocaine, what crime have you committed? Anybody? What was that? I heard somewhere possession of what? So it's possession of drugs. Now, good job. Now, if you have on your phone right now a nude photo of yourself or of one of your friends, and that phone is in your possession, what are you in possession of? You are in possession of child pornography. That is a felony, and you could be subject up to 3 years in prison for the possession of child pornography. All right, now, what about that person who has the cocaine and they start distributing it to their friends? What crime have they committed?
They're distributing drugs.
They are distributing drugs. So if you're on your phone and you have a nude photo and you're showing your friends and that person's a minor in the photo, what crime have you committed?
You've committed the crime of distributing child pornography?
100% right. That is the distribution of child pornography that is now subject to 6 years in prison. So, guys, this is really serious. But now there's something that you can do, and there's something that you have to do. So first off, if you know that someone is a victim of this, step one, I need you to go support them. I need you to go up to them and tell them that things are going to be okay, because that is what Audrey Pott needed. She needed just one person to stand up for her, and no one did. So if this ever happens to you, I need you to step up and use your voice, because it's so important. Step two, what do you guys think you need to do next? Any ideas? What do you think?
Report it to a officer or policeman.
Perfect. You're going to need to report that. You're going to need to report it to any trusted adult. That can be an officer, that can be a teacher, a principal. But you need to report it. A lot of times I hear that people are like, oh, I'm just going to delete it. Just deleting it is not enough. I want to repeat that. Deleting it is not enough. I can still charge you for possession of child pornography. When I'm the district attorney, I prosecute these crimes. The first place I look for evidence is the deleted folders file. It is not enough. So if you see something, you have to say something. That means telling a trusted adult. I know this is tough stuff, guys. Probably not sure what you want to hear at the end of the day, but it's really important you guys know that, okay? All right, so again, thank you guys for being here. Remember, you guys have such power, and you guys have such a responsibility, so we're asking you to go ahead and join us in this fight as we're fighting bullying and all this kind of stuff. So thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Presentation, but now be ready for a skit about thinking twice about everyone's actions.
Wow, these are such cool pictures. I want to be popular just like them. Oh my gosh, who is that? I have no idea, but she's in my first period and she's so annoying.
Hey, you guys, don't be so mean.
Why are you sticking up for her? She's so pathetic. Let me post a picture on Snapchat. Oh my god, did you just see what she posted on Snapchat? No, let me see. Oh my gosh, why does she think she's cute? I'm gonna slide up and tell her to never hang out with us. You know what? I'm done trying. I'm just gonna delete it.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, do you want to go to a party tonight?
Yeah, but can my girlfriend come?
Who?
Sabrina.
I guess if she can hang.
Okay, she's coming. Wait, you want to go to a party tonight?
No, I can't. I have things to do.
Well, you're gonna go.
Okay, I guess.
Can you go get us some drinks?
I don't drink.
Well, today you did.
Okay.
Think twice. Now, Sabrina was just peer pressured into doing something that she didn't want to do. She's drinking, which is an illegal act.
Oh my god, I can't believe she actually came to the party. What is she even doing here? I was just getting some drinks. You know what? I can't be your girlfriend anymore. I don't like the way your friends are treating me.
You're lost.
Think twice. These are all signs of bullying. These people are making Sabrina do things that she does not want to do. They're being mean to her, and they're all making insults at her. Now let's see what happens next after she confronts Marquise.
Hey Sabrina, I saw what was going on between you and Marquise. I just want to let you know that if he really loves you, then he won't make you be someone else who you really aren't. Just know that being yourself is the best you can be, and real friends will appreciate you. Now we're going to go to Starbucks with some friends. Would you like to come?
Sure, thanks. Oh my god, I just got rejected to my dream school and my scholarship got taken away from me. Oh my gosh, so do I. I think the colleges saw that we were drinking on Snapchat. Now we don't have anywhere to go.
Think twice. This is what happens when you do bad stuff and you post it on the internet. Colleges and jobs will always find out what you do.